Hello. Okay. That was the classical music of today. It has been a crazy day. And I wear this hat because of that. It has been a real crazy day. I can explain it. When too much is going on in your life, it may have some impact. So today's theme was that I've been somewhat drained out because of some hard core issues. I had to ask myself, where am I? Where am I? And this believe to move. So it's not always, my friend, about moving. It's not always about drifting or changing place. It can be about be still. There is a word in the scripture that is be still and I will fight for you. Maybe we can look it up. Be still. That was that. Exodus. The Lord will fight for you. It's written in, I think it's Proverbs 8. No. That is wrong. It's kind of, the Lord will fight for you and there you can be silent, still. We can do a little bit of translating, because certain word is very good to get correct. Maybe it's, yeah, you understand my concept anyway. I don't need to elaborate more on the specifics. You shall be silent, and he will fight for you. And I have been in this situation for some time now. Maybe worked out, exhausted, because there are some fights that you can't really fight alone or fight at all. You can't fight it. To fight something, it proves that you have something you need to defend. You have something you need to prove. You have something to show, either for yourself or someone else, that you claim ownership. You can't win without striving for it, and there is so much today. Many words regarding fights, that you fight for your rights. And I trust that. I go into that. But and also, if you want to achieve something, you have to certain fights is much needed. You can't just sleep yourself into moving forward. When you need to move forward, you just go. And I have a relative that say that what if something needs done, why not just do it? And sometimes that can be of some problem when you are drained out of energy. You are drained out. You can't pull yourself together. And that's when you are maybe heartbroken, maybe you are left alone, maybe you are defined into smithereens, maybe you will never be able to convince anyone of anything that you are about. So they judge you wrong, they think you are a fool, they think you are an idiot, they even think that you have no, you can't comprehend how people view you. And that is maybe the most devastating thing, that people act on behalf of what those that are cowardly having an opinion about you, they act on their behalf and say, Ole, you shouldn't do this, and you are overreacting, and it's not correct what you say. They will always prove you wrong. They will try to prove you wrong. But I was told by a friend, maybe those people that leave you out, they are kind of, what can I say? What did he really say? I don't know if that could be the fact, but he said that maybe your arguments, your way with words is so intimidating to them that they can't even they can't operate in a good way. They don't interact with you in a good way. There will always be some opinions about you, and no one will really pay much attention. So that's how people act when they can't be honest. Most of the people, I would guess, I don't want to judge harshly, but we try to be nice, obviously. And if we have no ability to be nice, we act as nice. So today I wanted to talk about a certain blessing that a carpenter gave me. His name is Eric. And I will use this time for that kind of blessing, because it made me. He is kind of this Viking. I hope he doesn't listen to this, because people are crazy anyway, and I am crazy too. But my daughter and we kind of met him outside, because he was the chief of the renovation back then in the early spring. So we met him. He was rigging the barracks and everything, and he kind of was this high, tall big guy, relaxed with a beard and looked kind of wild. No, he was very sane. He was very sober-minded man. But he was kind of very energetic and very strong, and nothing seemed to stop him. I'm this kind of tender, sensitive, I can't handle so much. I can handle a little, but maybe not as much as this robust guy. And I met him today. I kind of followed them, those workers, all the time, and they made so much noise that I made noise with them. So it was kind of nice and kind of a blessing in itself to have them. Even the noise was so intensive. When you put a drill and this sizzles, that you are going to tear down beton. What is beton in English? I think it's the same word. Concrete. It's concrete. It's cement. Cement concrete, yeah. So that is what was going on in every freaking bathroom here in this big building, and it's 24 apartments, so I had to listen to this all day for more or less 3 months. And this guy seemed to be this care, in a good way, don't misunderstand me, in a good way. He was careless, he was worryless, he had no problems, and whatever it was, he solved it. And I think he was good with the co-workers too, because every so often, because when they did achieve their goal, what you say, the time frame, because they had this time frame, because after those that removed everything, then the plasters were coming. After the plasters, the briquettes and toilets and everything was all in a coordinated way, and it seemed to work very, very well. And he was this kind of boss that when they achieved, maybe every other week, he took them out to a restaurant as the good boss he was. And I also complimented them with some chocolate cake and some snacks. But I observed his way with them, and he was very, not a bossy guy. Who would work for a bossy guy? He was not even angry, not even tempered. He was tempered at me because I put some garbage from the basement that I collected just to do some work. So he complained to me, "Why are you throwing this waste in our container? It's our container, and every bag of waste you are carrying out, we have to pay a lot of money, $15, $16, $20. So it's converted in US dollar, and I like to talk about dollar rather than crowns and shillings and rupees and shekel. So or a pound. It was about 20 pound or less, a little bit less. So he complained in a very strong way, so I knew that I had to take it off again. So it kind of didn't go well with him. But today, when I met this guy, he kind of now I'm removed from my holiday. You see, the summertime here in Norway, we have holidays in the summer. During I think they can take out 3 weeks out of their time. 3 weeks that is available for the holiday, and if they work so hard and maybe can gain, as my daughter do, gain some hours just to take it free, take some time off, where she ever may choose, in which time she may choose. So having this turmoil inside me because of some private matters, it can be hard sometimes, and I had no strength. I barely could go out, and I felt bad because when you don't have any strength to go out, and you have a troubled mind that puts you down, but still you are okay. I don't suffer from something I can't handle, but sometimes you get something that is taking your heart more or less out, because it's so devastating, it's so tormenting, it's not nice. So I had this day and this week and this whatever you can. It have been last for a long time, and maybe it was a very dense period for me now. So I went out doing some. When I heard those men were coming back again, and I saw this Eric going around, I wanted to go out, because something about him is very attractive, and this kind of personality is very good, because it's it's never mind man. He don't worry over things that is not important to worry about. And maybe that was the attraction, that I was attracted to someone that had this kind of careless mind. So I said, are you removed from your holiday? Yeah, he complained a little bit, because I shouldn't be here. I should be on my holiday. So I asked, where are you going on your holiday? Are you going far away? No, as close to home as possible. I don't mess around traveling to America, Israel or Kenya. I'm here. I love my place, and I don't mind sleeping on the sofa, putting my ass. Sorry for the bad language. I don't mind sitting down. I don't mind doing nothing. So I said, you are so active, and how in this world can you act like that? You are so energetic and so vigilant, and everything about you proves me a little bit that you are doing something all the time. No, I'm not doing something all the time. I can relax peacefully. That was the content of his word. And for me, that was really good, because in my case, maybe you don't feel familiar to this, but I think many people do feel a little bit familiar to that. Because when you don't do, sometimes you are very satisfied with doing something. And maybe you envy people that are doing something. Maybe in your view, very high importance. Maybe it is. I don't know, but I think the part that is impressing you about what others are doing is that you don't really know what they are all about. If it's just a normal labor, people don't really mind. And this guy seemed to not be mind. I'm out. He told me I'm out all the day. So why shouldn't I be happy to just be relaxed, be at peace with myself and feel good about sitting down? Yes, totally. I totally agreed with him, but I told him I have so bad conscience about just sitting down. It's kind of I didn't say that to him, but to you I can say that when you find something like eggshell or something very condensed, and you will feel yourself inside that, and when after some time, if you are in this small space, you will start moving and moving until the space is breaking. So that's what they say about the small things, atom and electrons, that in a confined space they are breaking through. So it's so vigilant, it's so energetic. So I have this kind of feeling that I do something all the time. I can't sit down, but it's kind of that feeling, unease feeling, and a bad conscience that is driving me crazy. Like I can't be of good conscience when I sit down. So it's kind of bad to have that kind of unease. It's kind of a stress, and no wonder why I'm so tired all the time, out of this fatigue, energy. So I said to him that it was really a blessing to have this. When you say this, it was kind of a blessing for me, because I need to hear it. I needed really to hear it from a man that is of your kind, of your sort, that can say something like that in a so profound way that that you can be at peace with just sitting still. I know many of my friends can just sit there and just sit there and maybe I will give them the excuse for that. Even they themselves have a good excuse for that. And I think many people regard people like me as lazy, because they have no idea of how it is to be me. So they think that, oh, Ole, he's kind of lazy, he's kind of, what is he doing all the day, all the time? So they think in a bad way of me. I don't take it personally, because it's just an opinion. It's how they think about people that they don't know. Sometimes they even think that I'm stupid. I am no good. If you are sensitive, it can be something negative. And if I'm regarded as so sensitive that they can't even open their mouth, because I will react like a tornado. So that's how prejudiced people act in front of me, in front of many other people. So I think I want to say specifically to those that are so worn out, I hope this can be some kind of a blessing, that you don't need to feel bad. I say it because I don't want to use time, mess around with time, saying something I don't mean, something I don't feel something about. I only say something I feel something about. And over time it changes, of course. I can change and alter my perspective. That is my drive. That is how I function in my in me. That is me in short. That I can twist around and say next time that sitting down is a curse, and it probably may be also to sit down and have nothing to do is a curse in itself. Maybe next time I talk about that, but today I needed those words of blessing. It was kind of a easy wind of a blessing that I love to talk with people, and maybe for him, for someone else, it's a kind of a blessing that I'm like that. It's not hard. I met one when I was going to town the other day. I tried to talk with him. He had no earplugs and anything like that, but he was walking like some zombie. I don't know what promoted. And I said, "Hey, what's up?" And he didn't even move his eyes. So people are funny, and I love it. I love it because in some way people that feel like that feel that they are not as good as everybody else. Everybody else is doing this and achieving that, and what a mess to compare yourself with all those successful people. When some people come to me and want to tell me they are, I have so many doubts in my mind that it's just a big blow, not of comparison, but how people are able to lie about themselves. It's what promotes people to lie about themselves. Why not let people lie about them? Why do they need to lie about themselves? So I'm that kind of guy that, as you have heard now, I'm quite honest, I'm quite open. I don't feel to hide something that I can't be talking about. Maybe I'm ashamed of it, maybe I have been ashamed of it, I don't know. People may find out in the end and maybe misuse it and argue against me. Yeah, that would be very nice. I welcome you with my whole heart. And I have no problem with you opposing to my videos, opposing to what I say, whatever it means. I may not even understand what I say myself, but it's a kind of a blessing when you can be so at ease with what you do that everything you do is kind of a blessing. I have this friend that is always asking for what is God's will. And I think that is the curse. To ask for God's will is a curse. That is your excuse to not do anything. I said to this lady, do it and God will bless you. Do what you need to do and God will bless that. That is the ultimate trust in God. That you believe that you will. But since the will is not enough, but you try to achieve, He will bless you. So even if you need to take a rest, as Jesus said, come here, rest with me.